Hey y'all, it's day one of the keto reboot. My lips are ashy. Good morning. I have literally packed this whole entire bag right here. I used to do Postmates earlier in the year, and listen, I'm about to use that bag. I have everything in here. I have water, I have my bulletproof coffee in here. I have some chicken broth or bone broth for electrolytes. So you know how you get the keto flu? This is supposed to help me not get the keto flu. I want to be on top of that because if I'm not, then I will get a bad case of the keto flu. I got some almonds to snack on just in case. And then I got my lunch down there, which is what we cooked last night. And your girl is back on track because listen, she got on the scale today. It said 197, and we don't play those games. We don't play those dangerous games of being close to 200 pounds. We don't do that, not in 2021. So your girl about to be strict, and she about to lose this weight. So I just wanted to give y'all a little glimpse of that. What's in there? Oh, my other stuff. I just wanted to give y'all a little glimpse of that and let y'all know it's on and popping. She about to be sexy for the spring. Not even for the summer, for the spring. You hear me? And yeah, I'll check in with y'all midday to see how I'm feeling, see what my mood is, see how the progress is going. Hi guys. What a turn of events today has been. It has just been crazy. After I get to work, I find out that my grandmother is not progressing in the way that we thought she would. She's been hospitalized due to COVID, and she's just not able to fight it. She's feisty, and she doesn't want to be there, which I don't blame her. She wants to go home, but if she goes home, she's not going to have the proper care that she needs. But because she's in her right mind, she has the ability to make these decisions on her own. It's just a lot going on. I've cried my eyes out, talked to my sister, went to the grocery store for my mom, done all of this. And I'm just like, my mind is boggled and I'm drained. So I just came to Erin's house so I'm not by myself and not having to deal with this alone. But I just worked a half day and I just was like, I just can't do it. I'm just so exhausted emotionally. So I'm here and just waiting to hear more information from the doctor and let us know our options on how we can make sure she's cared for properly and go from there. Like my grandmother, she's a warrior, she's strong, she's a survivor. And while she's in her 80s, she's 86, and while we know she wasn't going to live forever, I just don't know what I would do if COVID is the reason why my grandmother leaves this earth before she's supposed to leave. So everything is in divine order. I know God doesn't make any mistakes, but it's tough to have that type of mentality when things like this happen. So I hope to be back to you guys soon with some vlogs. If there's any break in vlogs, this is going to be why. I'm still deciding to stay keto. I'm not going to let this shake up my goals or whatever. I'm just going to push through and just continue to pray and, hope for the best. So, I don't know if this is going to be a vlog episode or if it's just going to be bunched up with something else, but thank you for your support as always. And yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Oh, look who finally decided to use his painter's caddy. He wants to bring all the supplies over here separate and leave the whole caddy over there when this is supposed to help him set stuff up so nothing's in his way. He can set those paints right there on top of that cardboard area so he exactly on display. Go ahead and Vanna White it out because this is exactly what I envision in my mind. You know what I'm saying? You have space to do what you need to do. Nothing's directly in your arm space down here. When you need it, you grab it, you use it, and then you put it back. Yes, because if he wasn't going to use it, I was about to use it. So when all else fails, paint. I saw something on YouTube of this guy do with using masker's tape or whatever. So since I'm not in the best of moods, I feel like painting will work to help me therapy-wise and help me clear my mind a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. I guess you're going to test something out first?
No, I'm going to prep to help you seal your paint. Or your tape, I'm sorry.
You're gonna help prep what?
To seal your tape.
Oh, gotcha. So this is what I have so far. I want to put some more here. And maybe some smaller geometric stuff. I'm gonna make some more thinner ones. I have about 4 thick ones, but I want some more thinner lines like this. So I'm gonna keep going until I'm satisfied. So this is where I'm at so far. Look, y'all, I took all the tape off and look at my little ombre type situation. This is dedicated to my grandma. Her favorite color is green. And I just did this just thinking about her. Hey, ho, hi, ho, hip hop parade. I might do some stuff to it. I don't know yet. Still thinking about it. Mr. keeps saying gold. Like, this is my painting. He's trying to make me put gold on here. This is mine. Sure, but I might. We'll see. I'm not crazy about is how thick these lines are, but which is why I did some smaller lines down here. But I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Y'all, this is my dinner. Keto, of course. He thinks I'm crazy because I wanted cheese on this. And I'm like, nah, broccoli and cheese with a little bit of shrimp. I'm pretending that the broccoli underneath is pasta. This is right up my alley. Yes. Hi guys, it is day 2 of keto. I am in the bed looking like a bomb. I just was not feeling good this morning, so I called out. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I need a day for myself. So that's what I'm doing. I have my coffee in here. I wish I would have showed you how I made it. This is bulletproof coffee. I do have 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream in here, and I have not even a full tablespoon of butter. I say a half of a tablespoon of butter. Since I'm not at home, I don't have all the fats that I would normally use, like coconut oil or MCT oil. And I have about a tablespoon of regular creamer because normally it's like 5 carbs or something like that. So it wasn't gonna be a whole lot. So I and I've lost weight using regular creamer before. You just can't go ham like you normally go ham. If that's the only thing that you're deviating throughout your day, you can lose weight just fine on keto. But that's if you're not as strict as some keto people are. I did, what did I say? 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, about a half a tablespoon of butter, and I put, some sugar-free creamer. I put 2 tablespoons of my sugar-free creamer in here, and about a tablespoon of Lancanto, just to make sure I have the sweetness that I wanted, being that I don't have all the ingredients that I normally would put in my bulletproof coffee. Once I get back home and I'm making my coffee in the morning, I'll show you guys all the ingredients that I use in my bulletproof coffee. And I may be able to insert a picture coming up here of what I used to do in my bulletproof coffee. My bulletproof coffee would have a lot of fat in it because this would be the only thing that would help me meet my fat for the day while I'm on keto. As you go on in your keto journey, you're not going to be as hungry and you're not going to eat as much. So if you start doing 1 meal a day it might be hard to get your fats in with just that one meal. So you could definitely get it in your coffee, and it makes you feel fuller longer, which will also help you if you're fasting. So I try to do 16-8, meaning that I don't eat after 7 or 8 o'clock, and then I don't chew a meal until noon the next day. I will have my coffee around 8 or 9 a.m. because that's just standard for me, but actually chewing a meal, I don't do that until 12 noon. Some people suggest or say that this bulletproof coffee does break your fast because it contains calories, but to me it's a liquid, so I don't consider my fast to be broken, even though technically or scientifically, because it has calories, it can. I'm not chewing anything or having a meal, so I still consider myself to be fasted until 12 noon. So I try to keep my eating window between 12 and 8. Once 8 o'clock comes, I'm done. I don't eat again until the next day at 12, and that's a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window. And because this is like my third round on keto, I know what is successful and what isn't, so I feel comfortable with that kind of layout and doing that. I'm at the point where I don't have to track, and I'm also at the point in my journeys where I don't have to measure every single thing when it comes to food. I think in the beginning it's good to do at least for the first 90 days of your journey, because you'll be surprised how you eat stuff and you don't realize how much calories it is or how much it puts you over your fat or your protein or whatever it is. And also a food scale is very, 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 very necessary. So for me, if you're just starting out on keto, that would be I say I have about 3 recommendations. The first recommendation is to eat whole foods. Stay away from all of those. Well, first I would say do your research. Research can happen in a lot of variety of different ways. You can go on Instagram and join the keto community and do your research that way, because there's tons of information. You can go to Google, YouTube, Dr. Berg. All of that information is very viable. I went the YouTube route and I started following Keto Connect on YouTube, and I did my own research with Google and all that other stuff, because I didn't even know a keto community existed until I got on Instagram, and I was just like, wow, there's millions of people that do keto. Didn't know that this existed. But do your own research, make your own opinions before you start following a process that somebody else is doing, because everybody's body is different. What you don't want to do is start doing their program their particular way and realize that it doesn't work, and then you're disappointed. So do as much research as you can. Calculate your macros. Ruled.me, RULED.me, M-E, has a great keto calculator that will let you know, based on your activity level, your weight, and your age, how much protein, how much fat, and what deficit you should be in calorie-wise in order to maximize the best weight loss that you can have. And I promise you, if you follow it, you'll be successful. Number 2 would be, after you do your research and you decide you want to join it, be prepared and make a grocery list. Go down to the grocery store, get whole foods, stay away from the keto products, the keto bars, all that other stuff. When I started in 2018, that's when the products really started to develop. I mean, there were some out there, granted, I'm not going to say there were no keto products, but that's when the cookies and the brownies and the waffles and all these things started to come into play. I feel like 2019, the keto products blew up. Before you knew it, you had this, you have bulletproof that, cookie this, brownie that, energy this, and it's just like, when all that stuff is involved, you're not really, and don't get me wrong, I've had them. Once I got to a comfortable place in my journey and I felt like I knew what I was doing, yeah, you can substitute a bar here and there when you have a sweet tooth, but it's not anything that you want to start at the beginning of your journey, because you may see that you're not as successful. And then when you're watching the scale, you may not be losing weight as quickly as others or as quickly as you think you wanted to. And it can be a little bit disappointing. So save yourself the disappointment, start with clean foods, and go from there. Number 3 would be, I could have like 12 points, but number 3, just have fun with it. You know, don't be so hard on yourself if you make mistakes. When I first started my keto journey, the first week, 2 days in a row, I want to say day 3 and day 4, I had cookies at night. I ate them cookies and I was like, well, I'm not going to let these cookies go to waste. I had cookies at night, but I still was able to lose about 5 or 6 pounds that week because I was working out. But once your body gets into ketosis, you'll feel it. You'll know it. Your cravings will stop. I do recommend fasting because that's what's really going to kick your body off to get into ketosis. Not eating, your body will start to process the fats and burn the fats differently, and that's what you want. But yeah, just have fun, be open, know that the journey is not going to be perfect, but if you stick with it, you will get the results that you want. I lost 40 pounds in 6 months. I was consistent for 6 months. The one thing that I did allow myself was a cheat meal once a month, but it was around my cycle. When you're on your cycle, you have all the cravings in the world. You know you do. So I would give myself that one meal. I would go get Chinese food or Taco Bell or whatever it is. I would have that one meal. The very next day, that night, I was back on track. Only do it if you have self-control. If you don't have self-control, I will not recommend having cheat meals, because a cheat meal will turn to a cheat day and a cheat day will turn to a cheat month. And recognize too, it's a cheat meal, one meal. Still do everything else the same. Have your bulletproof coffee in the morning. Maybe your breakfast is your cheat meal or your lunch is your cheat meal. Don't make your dinner your cheat meal, because you're going to be laying down on that. If you can, do what you want. But these are just recommendations from me. But yeah, keto was the first thing that I was ever really consistent on for that long of a period of time. And I know you could be successful if you watch what you do. And then when you decide you've gotten to the weight that you want, transition into low carb if you want, because keto is not a lifetime thing that you're supposed to be on. It's normally to help kind of kickstart you. I've seen that people that need a larger amount of weight to lose be more successful than someone like me. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but like me, I only needed to lose like 25 pounds. It's easy once you get off track to gain that 25 pounds back versus someone that has 120 pounds to lose. If they lose that 120 pounds, they can move around between 20 and 40 pound weight gain, just depending on what they want to look like, and still have a drastic results. Me, on the other hand, I lost that 40 pounds, got down to 155 pounds and looked too small. 155 was too small for me as an adult. So I think I want to vary around 170, 175. Now, I weighed yesterday at home on my scale. My scale said I was 197. I weighed on the scale here over Aaron's house. It said I was 193. I don't think I've lost 4 pounds in a day, so I have to stick to one scale. So when I get back home, I will get on my scale and see what it says. I do know I probably would have lost at least 2 to 3 pounds based off of my eating yesterday. It wasn't extra super strict. It did have a little bit of keto ice cream in there, but my macros and my carbs were good. I think I was at like 27 net carbs. I think I was at like 35 whole carbs and 9 fiber. So I did pretty good. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I didn't mean to come on here to ramble, but I'm going to finish my coffee here and finish editing another vlog that I'll have up for you guys. By the time you see this, that vlog number 2 will already be up. But if you have any questions about keto or any things specific that you want to know, go ahead and comment down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. I'm no keto expert. I'm just going to answer based off of what I know. But yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye. Oh, I'll also be showing y'all my food too, so y'all can see what I'm eating as I'm vlogging and doing all the rest of the stuff in my day. All right, there we go. Has some technical difficulties. It's 12 noon, 12:12 actually. And as I told y'all, that's the time I normally eat. So I'm basically having breakfast for lunch, but this is my breakfast because it is my first meal, because I am breaking my fast. Breakfast. Y'all got that? So I'm having bacon and eggs. I think I'm gonna do 2 chaffle sandwiches. I'm gonna do, I'll show you guys the waffle maker in a minute here. He had one here that is better than mine because I can make 4 at once. At my house, I can only make 1 at a time. So all I have to do is just 1 whop and my sandwich pieces will be done, if that's what you want to call them. I'm doing bacon with 2 fried eggs and some cheese for my chaffle sandwich. He's doing biscuits, bacon, eggs, and grits, I believe. So it'll be a little bit different for his, but let me show you guys the waffle maker. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys this. Those that are familiar with keto, y'all know about the crunch dogs, but this is better cheddar. Imagine putting cheese with this for actual crunch dog, which would be only 2 carbs, because that's how much this sausage is for 1 link. And you know, the cheese, unless the cheese you use has carbs in it, it's going to depend. For example, this cheese has 2 carbs for 1/4 cup. So it's still a low carb option, a low carb snack. Make you 2 crunch dogs, you be in and out. That's your snack, you good. Very low carb. And here's the waffle maker. Real cute, easy to use, things like. Flip it over, flip it over. All right, y'all, so excuse the mess, but this is the waffle maker here. It is a Bella brand. Where'd you get this from, babe? Amazon? Walmart. So he got it from Walmart. I've never used the Bella brand before, but this is what I love. It has the 4, gonna be so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna be done. You put that thing up in there like that, you flip that thing over. Once it's done, you good. With the mini waffle maker, you gotta do one at a time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Also, the mini waffle maker does not come with the catch plate. You normally have to put your own plate underneath because it'd be leaking over in the whole 9. This is gonna be a much easier alternative. I'm gonna spray it with some butter spray, no carb butter spray. Get my chaffles lined up in here. We're gonna be done. It's gonna be so easy. Let me clean this out. So easy. The chaffles are getting cooked up.
Hey, so is it 2 different websites?
Not enough cheese, but I'm forgetting how I used to cook these. I think I put cheese down first, then poured eggs, then cheese on top again. So these are not gonna be as crunchy as I am used to them being. So this will be a fail for the chaffle, but better luck next time. And some cheese. Right now I'm having some sipping bone broth. This helps with keto flu and all that other stuff. You have to replenish your electrolytes, and ultimately that's what this is. When you start taking so many things away from your diet, you have to replace it with other things. You can't just not do it and then expect not to feel bad. Or like as soon as you stop drinking soda, the next 3 days you got a migraine headache because you haven't had all that caffeine that you've normally had, coffee, whatever it is. So this is what I'm having now. It's 4 o'clock. Dinner will probably be 7:30. What time's dinner? 7, somewhere around in there. So that'll ensure that my last meal is eaten by 8 o'clock. And then, yeah, I just have this middle of the day, no particular time. Well, it is normally after I've had lunch. I normally like something on my stomach before I drink this. You can drink this in the morning. If it's cold where you are, that's perfect because it's warm. And it's good. I put a little cayenne pepper in mine because I like my stuff spicy, and cayenne pepper helps with digestion and all that other stuff. And yeah. Very, very good. I put a little, if you have pink salt, put pink salt in there too, because pink salt is part of electrolytes. I couldn't find any, so I just use regular salt because I do like mine to taste a little tasty. You know what I'm saying? I like it to have a little flavor. But this is literally, let me see if I can turn this around without causing a mess. 1 second.
Less than 1 carb. No sugar, no nothing. So literally this is a 45 calorie, but 0 carb situation. Drink up.
Family, it's now dinner time. It is Taco Tuesday, but we having taco salads. I got my jalapeno, which is 1 carb for 17 slices. That's definitely not 17 slices. I got about 1.5 tablespoons sour cream, about 2 ounces of cheese, 4 to 6 ounces of hamburger meat, and then just salad. And this is about to be bomb. It looks ginormous because it is. I'm using this El Pato sauce, which is 2 carbs per 1 ounce. And then this is sugar-free lemonade, or no sugar Minute Maid pink lemonade, and a little bit of the strawberry kiwi ice because I like a little fizz in mine. And this is dinner. Y'all, look at this. Oh, you got neighbors downstairs. Oh.
Number 32,000. Let's walk over to John King.